It's not a legal question. We stand in our faith and we stand in what we know is right. And we are very fortunate to have the counsel that we have.
It's never any extortion. That was all used for headlines. That was used to gain social media followers.
Perfect. No, it's not. But I do think we have this mutual respect, and we both agreed.
The Chrisleys are a family that shot to fame after they launched their reality TV show, Chrisley Knows Best. The show was a hit and amassed millions of fans and viewers. It films the daily life of the Chrisley family. Recently, Todd Chrisley and his wife Julie were found guilty of tax evasion, bank and wire fraud, and conspiracy to defraud the American government. Julie was also convicted of obstruction to justice. So what happened to them afterwards? Stay tuned to find out. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Topish. We have some exciting stories that are full of lip-smacking delicacies, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. With that being said, let's begin. The Chrisleys were indicted on August 2019 on charges of tax evasion. A second indictment was filed in February of 2022. It is alleged that Todd and Julie Chrisley submitted fake documents to various banks and applied for loans. Julie also submitted a false credit report and fake bank statements when they were trying to rent a house in California. The couple refused to pay the rent a few months after they moved in, which led to them being evicted. To prevent the IRS from pursuing Todd Chrisley's unpaid taxes, the Chrisleys allegedly used a film production firm they owned to conceal their revenue. They denied the accusations and claimed that a former employee had framed them. The accountant that Chrisleys had hired, Peter Tarantino, has also been found guilty of conspiracy to defraud the United States and 2 counts of willfully filing false tax returns. He was on trial along with the Chrisleys, and supposedly Tarantino helped the Chrisleys hide income and file fake tax returns. They provided false documents to the IRS that Todd Chrisley did not have enough money to pay his tax debt from 2009. However, his production company was receiving money, which the Chrisleys used to cover personal expenses. In order to make it appear as if 7C's production wasn't doing well, they also submitted phony business tax filings. Both Peter Tarantino and the Chrisleys pled not guilty to the charges, but both have been released on bond. Along with the TV show, the Chrisleys also have a podcast called Chrisley's Confessions. During one episode of their podcast on 17th of June 2022, they finally spoke about their ordeal. Todd said that there were a lot of moving parts. A lot of things were going on in their lives at the time. He added that he was seeing a lot of God's movements at that moment. Any planning for the future that they might have done had been halted. The Chrisleys were totally not expecting to be found guilty on all counts. Their entire life probably changed in one day. They're also unsure of what this means for their show, Chrisley Knows Best, along with the other projects that they had planned to bring to fruition. Nobody knew what to do at the time, and they also did not know what was going to happen next. Todd and Julie's children, Savannah and Chase, have stood by their parents' side all through the trial. Savannah took to Instagram to express her opinion, saying that life is cruel and that everyone does the best they can. She reassured everyone that she would continue to stand by her family and fight for justice, not just for the Chrisleys, but also for others who had been wronged by the system. She said that she couldn't say much more than that because of certain legal boundaries. She admitted that she felt let down by God, as if he was turning a blind eye to her unrelenting prayers. But she believes that God throws hardship and tough times our way so that we become stronger and more prepared for even greater purposes. Todd said that his children were doing the best that they could through a lot of tears, sorrow, and heartache. He also mentioned that Savannah and Chase would take over the recording duties after the sentencing. Lindsay also testified in court on her parents' behalf. This is surprising, as years ago in 2017, Lindsay had cut ties with all of the Chrisley family and ran away. After a long estrangement, she reunited with her family when her father posted a message of support and love after her divorce in 2021. Todd even said he was grateful for the years-long estrangement from his daughter. He believed that the distance and the estrangement in general made him a better father. On June 8, 2022, she took to Instagram to say that the verdict was not at all what she had expected it to be, and that she has been deeply saddened for herself, her son, and all of the Chrisleys. She asked her followers to pray for her family in this hard time and went on to thank the fans for their unwavering love and support. The verdict has devastated the Chrisley family as a whole. None of them were expecting a guilty verdict, and being found guilty changed their whole life. Savannah Chrisley took to Instagram to declare her support of her parents even through their conviction. She thanked all of the people who support them, even to this day, and stated, "This fight isn't over." In the first episode of the Chrisley podcast, Chrisley Confessions, since the trial, Todd said that while it had been a tough time for them, they were grateful for all the fans' support and efforts. He said that they were going to continue to do their podcast, Chrisley Confessions, for as long as they were allowed to, after which Chase and Savannah will take over. At that point, the Chrisleys' kids will be the ones who will tell the fans about what's going on with the Chrisleys. While Todd and Julie await their sentences on their podcast, they told fans that they know about all the messages, the fan mail, and the gifts and flower arrangements that people have been leaving at their door. They stated that instead of materialistic gifts, they would rather accept thoughtful prayers. They also revealed that while this had been a trying time for them, it had also been a very telling time. Many people who knew them reached out to support them, but many people also ignored them. Todd says that they have realized who in their lives are real or fake. On an episode of Chrisley Confessions that released on the 13th of July 2022, Todd declared that his family was thoroughly united and standing firm, even through the guilty verdict the Chrisleys had obtained. While they were unnaturally disappointed by the ruling, they hold a belief that God has a purpose and that the truth comes out in the end. He said that he and his wife Julie became a lot closer after the things they went through together. In the latest episode of their podcast, Chrisley Confessions, Todd said that while he knew that fans would want to know every detail of what was going on in their lives, Todd wanted to ask them to respect the fact that they are not currently allowed to talk about it. After their convictions, part 2 of their show's 9th season was released on the 23rd of June 2022. However, it is not clear whether the network plans to film new episodes for the 10th season. He went on to say, "We did want to come on today and let everyone know that it is a very sad, heartbreaking time for our family right now, but we will hold steadfast in our faith and we trust that God will do what he does best because God's a miracle worker." After their convictions, part 2 of their show's 9th season was released on the 23rd of June 2022. However, it's not clear whether the network plans to film new episodes for the 10th season. Chrisleys will be getting one more month of freedom before they are sentenced. They were originally scheduled to receive their sentence on the 6th of October, however, it's now been pushed back to November 21st, 2022. They could be sentenced up to 30 years in prison after they are both found guilty of all charges. Todd was convicted of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States, and tax evasion. Julie was found guilty of wire fraud, obstruction of justice, along with the same federal charges her husband received. In addition to the change in their sentencing schedule, the couple have also filed for a joint motion for a new trial, stating that a witness had lied on the stand during their previous trial. They claim that an IRS revenue officer named Betty Carter lied about the Chrisleys owing taxes. They claim that she also lied about the years when she knew no taxes were due. They added that the government presented this and failed to correct this false testimony. Even through all of the legal drama, the reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best was renewed for a 10th season. The spin-off series Growing Up Chrisley, featuring the 2 kids, Savannah and Chase Chrisley in Los Angeles, was also renewed for a 4th season. A few days before the trial began, a new dating show called Love Limo was announced. In a surprise, they also revealed that the host of the show was set to be Todd Chrisley. The status of this TV show, along with whether Todd will still be the host, is yet unknown, especially since the Chrisleys have been found guilty. Their lawyer Bruce Morris stated that he was disappointed with the guilty verdict, and he added that they were going to appeal too. The Chrisleys have been placed on location monitoring and home detention. According to this, they can only leave the house for certain reasons like work, medical appointments, and court appearances. Additionally, the ruling states that they must notify their probation officers of any expenditure they might undertake that are more than $1,000. Leave a comment below to let us know what you think will happen next with the Chrisleys. Like and share this video to stay up to date on their progress, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Topish keeps you up to date on all the latest Hollywood celebrity news, drama, and gossip. Subscribe to our channel and check back for new videos and updates, and we'll see ya in the next video.